Taiwanese chip designer MediaTek said on Friday it had applied to the US government for permission to continue supplying China's Huawei after new US curbs take effect in mid-September. The Trump administration in August put more pressure on Huawei and banned suppliers from selling chips made using US technologies to the Chinese firm without a special license. TSMC, the world's largest contract chip maker, said last month it had stopped taking new orders from Huawei in May. Meanwhile, we are waiting for some insights from Huawei as to what its chipset situation is like to be. The Huawei Developer Conference comes up next month. Perhaps we will get some news answer then. The US has been after Huawei since last year. It started with the company's placement on the entity list, which led to Google cutting off ties with it. As a result, new Huawei and Honor phones no longer come with Google apps and services, and that's a big bummer for consumers. More recent restrictions mean the company could neither solicit help from contract manufacturers to build in-house Kirin chipsets nor get SoCs from big chip makers like Qualcomm or MediaTek. The reason behind that is that most of the industry, including contract manufacturers and camera lens suppliers, use American origin technology, and they would have to apply for a special license if they wish to continue business with Huawei after 15th of September. MediaTek is one of the companies that has applied to the US government for permission to continue shipments after the mid-September deadline. Analyst Minchico thinks regardless of the company's ability to secure chips for its smartphones or not, after September 15th, when the sanctions will take into effect, Huawei's competitiveness and market share will still suffer. Trust me, it will barely survive in the smartphone market internationally. Just think about it, in Q2 2020, Huawei overtook Samsung to become the #1 smartphone seller in the world. In 2021, its global sales are expected to fall by as much as 75%. This means it would need fewer components such as cameras and 5G chips, and this could affect the whole industry. If Huawei scales down its productions, the entire supply chain could suffer. This would force suppliers to reduce the price of their parts next year and may also lead to technological slowdowns. Minchico also says that the best case scenario is that the company's market share will decline, and the worst case scenario is that it might exit the smartphone market. That's kinda sad. Even if we look at the earlier reports, Huawei will lose 30% of its domestic market share to the local rivals if the restrictions are not eased. And Minchico's predictions are in line with that. And he believes Apple, Oppo, Vivo and Xiaomi will greatly benefit from Huawei's misfortunes there. And I know cool take isn't for the lighthearted, but there is a lot of facts behind it. Hey, please like this video and subscribe this channel. I really appreciate that. So even after all this, Visionox, a Chinese-based display maker, has been in the news for quite some time for its innovative technologies. Now the company has partnered with Huawei for its next generation of foldable smartphones. Well, that's kind of, I don't know what to say. On one hand, US is trying to kill Huawei. On the other hand, it's still making deals for next generation smartphones. Well, the report says the Visionox will now be the screen supplier for the next generation of foldable smartphones coming from Huawei. Apart from this, both companies also seem to have partnered for the under-display camera technology. Currently, Huawei is sourcing display panels for the foldable smartphones from Samsung Display. It is said that the Huawei's Mate X2 uses panels from the Samsung. But going forward, it will switch to Visionox, in line with the company's move to align itself to domestic vendors to reduce its reliance on the other companies outside of China. A couple of months ago, Visionox had also confirmed that a company's under-display camera technology is ready for the mass production and has achieved one of the best display results. Let's see how all these things will work out for Huawei and also Visionox. Anyway, if you want to see more episodes like this, please hit the like button, please do subscribe or watch my other videos. Bye and take care.